That's fun. Luckily, I'm not wearing clothing suitable for -22, because if I were, it'd suck. So last week I went through my goals for the year. Now I'm gonna dive in a bit deeper and tell you how I plan to accomplish those goals. So here's my 5 tips on how I plan to stay consistent. Tip number 1, I won't be. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care. So what I mean by that is, to me, consistency doesn't mean 100% all day, every day. It's like, brushing your teeth. I brush my teeth consistently. But does that mean I brush my teeth, 730 times a year? No. There are times when you're in a rush, you wake up late, or you doze off on the couch. So you skip a brushing every now and then. But to me, I still do consistently brush my teeth, So if you skip a practice every now and then, you can still call it consistent training. So when you feel like you haven't been consistent enough, maybe, zoom out a bit. Like maybe you didn't hit your goal for today, but how has your week been going? Because to me, that's what counts. The big stuff. The grand scheme of things. Consistency to me doesn't mean I'm gonna hit all my training all day, every day. But it means throughout my week, during the whole month, I keep pushing at it. Now I accept that I'm not gonna be able to perform to my fullest every single time, because I've got other priorities. Family, friends, work, free time. But as long as I don't fully miss out on my training, I feel like I can still be consistent. Instead of 6 times a week, sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 4. But to each their own. If you feel like in order for you to call yourself consistent, you need to be 100%, then go for it. But to me, upwards of 70, if I have the right excuses, that's completely fine. Tip number 2. Try to be bored every once in a while. I don't mean you need to, go sit in the corner for 3 hours every day. What I mean is, especially during long runs, try and choose a route that's short. Run around that, without headphones, without anything, just being in your head. Because especially when I was training for a longer run, those zone 2 long runs, they are tedious. I was listening to audiobooks, music, podcasts, all that stuff, for sure. But every now and then I also chose to not do any of that. Tip number 3. Sometimes it's okay to have fun. Now, I know what I just said previously, but hear me out. What I mean by this is, once you know and understand what it is you're doing, it's okay to do a bit of a switcheroo. Meaning, for example, if you have, Ben's single leg workout, and you're like, there's no way I'm gonna do that, you should you should probably do something else. You can go out and play badminton with your buddies. Because what I believe is, once you know your key workout, every once in a while, it's okay to do something that's fun in order to keep things interesting. As long as it doesn't turn out to you skipping every strength and conditioning, every yoga, every annoying workout. Like just this week, I was supposed to do a run, but instead I took the kid to his swimming lessons, and I figured, you know what, I might as well go for a swim myself, and that's completely fine. The idea is, I feel it's better to do something that's, you know, less effective, but you do it with more energy, than doing something that's, yes, more effective, but you know you're gonna half-ass it, you know? Tip number 4, set up a goal for yourself, or many goals. Now, if you're one of those people who can just say, you know, wake up and be like, I'm gonna run a marathon this year, then, well, I envy you. I applaud you and I envy you, because I can't do that. I really need to feel that goal. Like right now with the 5K, 10K, when I think of those, I imagine what it's like to cross the finish line. Like, I'm not gonna check my watch, just gonna know, I feel that, yep, that's it, I did all, I gave it my all, there's nothing more I could have done. Then I'm gonna check my watch and be like, yes, it's a PB. Like, I get goosebumps even right now just thinking about it. That's what I need in order for me to truly focus on achieving those goals. Otherwise, the first time, you know, shit hits the fan, you know, I'll start diverging into something else, which seems more fun at the moment. And Jani from the future here. As I was editing this clip, I noticed that instead of filming my 5th tip, I instead took 2 photos. This one and that one. So let's try that again. Tip number 5. You really should try and get to know yourself a bit better. Nothing dirty. No, don't go there. What I mean is, in my case, I like to train alone. That works for me. But with other people, you know, training with other people might be way better for them. That's something you should try and figure out. And it could be different for different activities. Like maybe you like to hit the gym alone, but you like to run with a friend. So that's something I highly recommend on figuring out. But especially for running, it is, however, important to have at least 1 or 2 sessions with other people. Call it like a practice race. That's so you can ensure that you can actually stick to your game plan and not just blindly start following other people like I've been doing with my park runs. Figure out how you function the best in each scenario, but keep in mind, if you're a loner, it's still beneficial to work out with others every once in a while, and vice versa, I would assume. Now back to me from yesterday's park run. But yeah, so those are my 5 tips, but I'll give you a bonus one. When you have a goal in mind and you're training to reach that goal, it's not always fun, but overall it should be enjoyable. Like, if you work hard, then it feels like hard work, but in the grand scheme of things, it should be something you're looking forward to and enjoying. Basically what it boils down to, if you need to train, you train. But if there's a Lego convention, you go there. You know, it doesn't mean you're not training actively, it doesn't mean you're not consistent. It just means You've got a life outside of training. And in my case, I have a kid. I wouldn't be in a Lego convention if it weren't for him. Alright, take care you guys.